Too much meat to eat at the end of the movie. Contact with outside. For safety reasons, we decided to go to the Florida Sea to get started. Period from the new survival book. Period from the new survival book. Very suitable for bark survival and diving challenges. Seafood and seawater are very clear. The marine life here is much richer compared to Rubber Island. It's full. The islands here have unique terrain, and the sea is very clear. A day on the top of the mountain and over an hour by small boat. We finally arrived. We finally arrived. It's a deserted island without people. There are some abandoned huts on the beach. There are some abandoned huts. This makes the island even more mysterious. Mystery. Brothers, let's start the challenge again, fresh water or something. Our goal is to live well on this island. With my own hands. You can dive and catch seafood, but don't stop too quickly. This island is very arid, it doesn't seem to smell of fresh water. This could be a bad obstacle. Just be careful. In addition to the crocodiles on the island, there may be other dirty animals. To ensure safety, we must be near the end of the shelter today. Let's go. Can we sleep in the tent? Don't touch other people's stuff. Let's get to work, to keep a perfect shelter. Need to collect 10 different long and short wood materials and texts. You can use it. There's no shelter due to me. My husband and I filmed it together. Filming together is done. It takes about half a day. It's about a meter above the ground, and there's sea and crocodiles in the harbor. After the bed and floor are done. Because now you're on the island. Time is limited, so I can only do it. Limited food, so I can only do this. It's taken a lot of energy. Thirsty and hungry. Fortunately, there are some trees on the island. I went into the island and there were coconut trees. Only one tree has fruit, only one tree has fruit. And I've picked it all up, so I don't want to come back. Time is very limited today. And a basic wisdom sleeps up here no problem. This way from the ground. It is also possible to avoid some dangers from the ground. What are you afraid of? Take your things and go. Very difficult. Look, the coast on the island has a lot of volcanic rocks. The kind of strange creature that looks like a big worm. There's a lot of meat, right? On the island, if there's a better option, don't eat it. It's because it's terrible. If you eat, choose this type of abalone. This stone is earned a lot. Here's another big one. Come on. It's very fat. It's very fat. It's a lot of meat. Make it harder for you on land. I have to remember and be lucky, but I'm often lucky. It tastes a little bit like a cherry. Deep in the island, there's a forest that's flooded with filters. It's falling there. It's falling there. Two chins like this. He tried to pin me down. Can't run. Catch it from the back. Wow, can you see that? This is still a little heavy. The more healthy. One weighs nearly 3 hg. And then after catching a few more generals, I started to go into the water looking for food, magical spectacles. The sea dovine drops into the water in search of food. Come here, I feel like I've entered an unexpected world. SAO marine dovine reducer. Hermit crabs carry their lips on the back of crabs that have a strange shape. Sea urchin without spines. Peeled egg, black meat, white shell. Black meat, white skin. They are enjoying the world under the sea. This great loyalty, I started to focus on finding food. And soon I caught a couple of seashells. And then I saw a very large lobster under a rock. Under a rock slit. When he saw me, he was immediately alert. It's going deep into this cave. I quickly grabbed his two beards. I didn't expect it to be so powerful underwater. To that, I did my best, but I couldn't pull it out. Look closely at this lobster that weighs about 2 pounds. But it's carrying eggs. I thought for a moment. I decided to release it back into the sea. About half an hour of searching, I saw a grilled lobster again. I decided to release it back into the sea. The lobster is so big. It's so strong, it can't be pulled out. Try again to see a big lobster. So that this obstacle doesn't go to waste like I did before, when I snapped his beard. It's starting to wiggle and drift deeper. Trying to drift deeper. I must not let go now. Otherwise, it would have gone to the bottom of the cave. There's nothing we can do. Can we finally pull it out? Not very big. It's about 2 pounds. Not very big. When I was the boss. Caught a big crab and stopped. Inundate face and prepare dry wood in front of shelter. Dry in front of shelter. Waiting for me to come back. Waiting for me to come back. It's so cold today. It's so cold today, to catch a lobster this big. This one weighs about 2 pounds. Let's get you all fed up. There are 3 sea clams. All 10 in 4 hours. It looks like a lot of harvest. It's heavy. Three people is enough for one person to eat. See, whoa, your crab is big. All right, get ready to bake. I grilled this big lobster directly. This is mon and the simplest. Cows out of organs. Then skewers into the grill. The simplest is mon and the simplest. And the female general crawls out of her organs. It's hard. Lobster in the water is very strong. It took me a whole day to pull it. Come on, you're good. I saw another one that was bigger than this one. You don't shake. Because she was carrying an egg, I let her go. Brothers, we're finally eating. This is a delicious meal. There's also lobster, boss. I've had enough lobster. How much meat does this lobster have? That's a lot of meat. Charcoal is so fragrant. Eat more crab. 2. Experience each island completely differently. It always makes me feel new. Looking forward to the next life.